Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll show you how to write a readme file for a project, and the project can be a front-end full stack application, back-end, and also for SDK. Now I'm gonna teach you how to write a basic syntax for a readme file. So just open up the readme file and let's preview this. Right click on this, open preview. I'll split the editor and drag and drop here. I'm going to teach you the basic syntax. The first syntax is hash heading, that is the primary heading, and for the subheading is 2 hash, and the text for the ternary heading is 3 hash and the text. For the description or for the paragraph, you can just write it down. This is the full stack application. If you want to bold the text, in front of this type 2 stars and also at the end 2 stars. It will bold this. If you want this in italic, then you can do is underscore on both sides, so it will be italic. And if you want to add the link, let's say www.google.com http slash, and this will be link. And if you want this in a text, so you need to wrap this inside a bracket and add the square bracket and add Google, and this will be as a link. If you want any text while hovering, so add link here. While hovering, it will give the link. So now let's add the image into the readme file. So the syntax is exclamatory mark inside the square bracket, add the alternate text I will as logo, and inside the bracket add the source of the image, which is in the image folder, image slash logo.png. It will show this. Let's say if you want to add the quoted code, then you can use this syntax backtick, and also at the end backtick, it will give this in the quoted form. Now if you want to add code blocks inside this, you need to add 3 backtick and also at the end. So inside this you need to write the code. Let's say I'll write mkdir example. Now if you want to highlight the code, so just add the language. I'm using the bash here, so it will highlight the code. So also add cmd. Now if you are using like JavaScript, you can add this, give the JavaScript. You can also add the Python or Go, any language. Just you need to specify the code language here and also the code here. Now if you want to add order list or unordered list, you can use this symbol hyphen and give space at the text. This is first list, so it will show here in the order list way. You can see here. And if you want an unordered list, write 1 period and this is first list. Also do this same thing, but you need to change here. So these are the basic syntax you need to be familiar with. If you want other syntax, you can go through this GitHub docs, so you can get a lot of cheat sheet here. Now I'm going to remove all these things. Let's write a readme file for a full stack application. First thing you have to do is you need to add the logo of this project, which will be your project logo. I have this. Then you need to add the title of this project, that is mine is bookstore. Then add a single line of description so the user can understand whole this project in a single line. Then also add description of this project, which in this subheading. After that, then add a table of content in the subheading. For the table of content, I use this unordered list using this hyphen, and inside this square bracket you need to add the text and also the source of this link. The next is demo video of this project. If you have the video or if you have a GIF, then you can show here. So I have this YouTube video to showcase this project, so I'll add the YouTube video link here and also the image. The next section is key features. This is also optional. The next section is technology used. Technologies used. This is also an option. If you want to showcase what technology you used, you can show this. Then flowchart. If you have a flowchart of this project, you can use this section. Just drop your flowchart and give an explanation for this flowchart. I have this flowchart and some descriptions. The next is prerequisites. It's an important section where users should have this package or downloaded version. Backlash is to break the line, and we need this node version about 20, as you can see here. The next section is installation, the most important section, how to install this project or how to clone this project. First one is cloning the project, where it will give instruction to users how to clone this project. So the first step is to clone this project. I have used bash and install the packages. I have two packages. One is for the backend and also for the front end. You need to install both this. And after that, you need to change the environmental.example file to env in the both backend and the front end. After that, you need to run the server. Some project also have database migration or to run the database server. So you can also add those steps in here. Let's say if you are using a Prisma ORM, you can also add the code for the Prisma to run the Prisma. So you need to run two server here, first for backend and also for the front end. After that, add the screenshot. If this project is a full stack or a front end, then you need to add this screenshot. I have added only one screenshot here. If you have multiple screenshot, you can also add. This is for only the full stack and the front end projects, not for the back end. For the back end, you need to also add another section, that is API documentation. You need to write a table and explain the endpoints and what are the endpoints and outputs should give. You need to add the table here to understand the API documentation and also for the endpoints. This one is a column header. For that, you need to add bar and write the header column name, and also add the bar, add another header. The next line you need to add bar hyphen hyphen bar hyphen hyphen and bar. The next line you can also add the data here. Let's say data and another one data 2. So you can see the, let's save this. You can see this table. So you need to explain the each endpoints and also the server running, which endpoints has which method and the input you need to give and also the output. So you need to explain everything here to understand how the backend endpoints are made or how the APIs are made. So this is only for the backend. It's an optional for the full stack application for writing an API documentation. For the backend, you need to write this. It's an important section for the backend project. After that, the next section is usage, where it will be used for SDK modules for a JavaScript. I have written some JavaScript code for a SDK module and also write some description for this. If a project is a library, module or a SDK, you need to write section, and it's the most important section for the SDK project. And the next section is contributors. This is an optional. If this project has a multiple contributors, you need to add their GitHub address, just like this, GitHub profile name. Then you can also add license if you have any license of this project. That's it guys. Thank you for watching.